Hello everyone, welcome to Nails of Interest. Hope everyone's doing okay today. I've already pretty much done these nails. I'm going to do these, trying to match them up, make some improvements on them, especially since this is my dominant hand. And if you want to know, the Nail Candy Shoppe is doing a autumn, fall, Halloween nail design contest. I will leave the link to the video below if you want to check that out. The orange is 80 degrees Fahrenheit by Modelones, and the reds are by Modelones 100 degrees Fahrenheit. These were originally in the temperature collection, but you can purchase them separately already. I'm also using Tika from the Nail Candy Shoppe. It was in my Disney's, well, I call it Disney, the Hero versus Villains collection. I have a video up there, I'll link it. I've got some in a dish, I've got some out in a little dampened dish because I applied it on this hand with base coat. However, I didn't check beforehand. This one's listed as not chemical resistant. All of them are usually chemical resistant unless you go there and look, and it'll say that it's not. Normally I don't have a problem, and I didn't have a problem because my base color is the same color of the one that's kind of bleeding into it. So I'm not sure which way I'm going to apply them. But first I'm going to put on the nail chains on at least 2 fingers. Coming up with a few mistakes that I made already. Okay, I have the base coat on this nail, uncured. I'm going to take a gamble that I'm going to get it on here right. I've just got it up in the air so that I can have gravity working with me. This one I'm thinking about putting right in the center. Maybe, I don't know yet. Gonna get the weight off the end. With these tweezers, they have this nice straight edge. I can manipulate it. I want it way down here. I think I'm gonna go right half and half with that one. I'm going to give this a cure in the lamp by holding it just for like 5 seconds. Okay, now it's been flash cured. I'm just going to take the part that's on the free edge of my nail, pull it up a hair. It had a little bit of base gel on it, so that part of the chain will have to go bye-bye. I took a pair of really mean looking, these are in cuticle tools. This was from Full Beauty Nail Supply, and I just nipped it back short of the free edge, and look, there's a little chain left over. You can just pull that out or leave it in if you like how it looks. I'm trying to debate whether I like it or not like it. If it's not touching over the free edge, you should be safe. It's not moving, so I'm going to leave that in there. I'm going to finish curing this. I'm going to get the next biggest size chain so it's a little easier to see when I do it on my thumbnail. I'm using base coat just because it's the thinner. I think I'm going to go the opposite direction that I had on here. So let me just try putting it where the chain is going to go. See how that works? So I have a little glitter here, but I'm putting glitter on the nail, so I'm not bothered with it. Now don't go touching your gel. Of course, uncured gel is not to be touched on. I just toss it up there. Play with it how I want it to look. Now this is what I meant to put on my other hand, but I goofed up and didn't. I'm just touching the chain, not the gel underneath it. I'm going to hold this, give it a flash cure. Okay, now this time I held up the end a little bit. That way I can cut it off a little easier. And I could go back the backwards way, but I'm just going to nip that just shy. it's sticking up, you can pull it out, the last link. I'm trying to see, it seems to be laying flat just good enough. This side I should have laid it flat, my bad. I've got one chain turned around, but that's okay. Oh, I like that. They're so cool. They're so cool. Now what normally I do is put on base coat and then dip my glitters in it. I have the glitters in a tray, but this time I went and I just took a little base gel. Not all glitters you can do this on, but some you can. This one I couldn't if I had it over a clear nail or any other color, but it's the same base color, so if it bleeds into it, that's fine. Get out my glitter marked brush. Let me dump a little in here. Hopefully I don't make a mess. I'm saving those big swirls for the very end. I know those are not chemical resistant. I just gave it a little stir with a toothpick because I can toss these. And it's not quite enough gel to really turn it into like a polish, just enough to make it good and sticky. I took my brush and I just applied where I want it to go. And you can dabble with, see this one is a big glitter piece. If you don't want it, you can take it out. I'm going to use the bigger ones on my thumb mostly. I'm just dabbing a little glitters on. Tempted to only do half glitter on that nail. And I should have did another chain. Oh well. I didn't do it on my right, so why am I going to do it on my left? And if you need to, give it a cure as you go along so that you don't flood your cuticles. So let me give this a quick cure. At this point, you want to start getting conscious of making sure that you don't have anything sticking up. I tend to not be too conscious of that. I plan on wearing these for a little while, so I'm trying to be extra cautious that there's nothing sticking up. It's all parallel with my nail. I'm going to give this a flash cure. Many of you are wondering how I would use the little hollow swirls that are in here in bigger chunks like that. I'm going to show you how I do it. This is how I did last year. This is my first alcohol ink nail that I did it on my thumb first, then I did it on just a fake nail. And it looks encapsulated, but it's not really, it's just encapsulated with gel polish top coat. Back to my little message here. Just saving a hollow swirl for the end. Okay, that one I've had in the base coat for too long. I'm gonna have to reuse that. Get another one out. The hollow swirls are not chemical resistant, so the gold color comes off in the base coat. But you can just grab up another one. Basically, I'm like encapsulating the glitter just in base coat, and then I'll top coat it in, and I don't feel anything on these nails at all. I don't even feel the chains because I put the top coat right over that. Normally I wouldn't, but where I live you pretty much have to, because metal changes colors so easily when you just are around our water. It's just horrible. So I'm gonna just take this wet brush, go right in here, grab one of those gold hollow swirls, and plunk it down, settle it right on into, I guess I shouldn't have put any glitter under there, so let's just clear out the glitter. If you're doing foil glue, same kind of thing, just plunk it down, but don't put any glitter underneath it, I would say. I do love those hollow swirls. Trying to find another one. There's one more. Just taking my wet gel brush, picking it up. Oops. I can't have this in the base coat without curing it for too long. I need to move this glitter out of the way. If I want it to lay kind of flat, the glittery side up, because I have glitter on it. I have some hollow swirls that are just by themselves without glitter. They do sell them separately. And if you didn't want the bigger pieces in your glitter mix, just tell them. The Nail Candy Shop does custom mix glitter. I'm gonna give this a cure and come back and show you how I top coat it in. But now onto the, you could put another layer of base coat if you wanted on, but I'm just gonna go in with the top coat. And if you flood your cuticles, go ahead, by all means, cure between each one. I just take, see that extra little bit of top coat on. If you're sensitive to heat spikes, you'll just want to do 2 layers, and then you could turn your fingernail over it to make the apex look a little bit better, especially if you've had any chunkies that you needed to cover up. Cure it for 5 seconds and proceed. Okay, and how I went over the chains. So I've got glitter everywhere. Where I live, I have to cover the chains. So I just went right over it, very softly. You could go ahead and cure that if you want to. Well, thank you everyone for being here with me today, watching me create these funky nails. A little like fire autumn nail design. I don't know what you'd call them. But I have no, and if you would like to take part in that Nail Candy Shop fall, Halloween, autumn nail design contest, just check out the video that I'll link down below. I don't really know all the details about it. I just know it's fall, autumn, or Halloween. Thank you again for being here with me today. I really do appreciate it. Sorry that I bumbled through a bunch of stuff. Have a great day, everyone. Until next time, you be you, and I'll be me. Bye-bye.